Why, hello.
Hello, I'm Jared Bentley.
And I'm Marty Holmes, and we are Accidental Genius.
Our show is called Week at a Glance, referential to a college student's schedule of classes and for our damaged, quirky characters.
Our protagonist is named Manfred Quinn, and he's a mannequin head on a stick.
And rather than having a cardboard cutout protagonist, we have a hero who can somehow be everywhere at once. All of Manny's lines are never said, but are implied based on reactions from surrounding characters.
People will laugh at his jokes, commend his athleticism, and girls will even hit on him almost to an obsessive point.
He's the perfect man.
And we aim to beat that joke into the ground.
But in order to properly introduce Manfred, we also must discuss his nemesis.
Xander Villain is an homage to, the villain in pretty much everything because, we love us a good evil genius.
Xander will be revealed at the end of the pilot, and that's when the story takes a Scooby-Doo turn.
Our other characters are introduced to each other in the pilot, and all of them have minor problems which are pretty much ruining their lives.
The characters.
My character, Marty McFlew, is a selfish boyfriend who gets dumped in the first scene because he steps in a pile of dog poop. Boom! Rather than have an explosion that starts the narrative, we have a squish. His girlfriend, Alexis Brock, realizes in that moment that Marty has really been at rock bottom for some time now, and his stepping in the airbuds is the last straw.
My character, Charles Wellington III, or Chaz, is an annoying wannabe jock with illusions of grandeur regarding his athleticism, which is basically non-existent. Still, he thinks athletes are his people, and he doesn't really have many friends.
But he does have a bromance with another character, Guy Fountain.
Guy Fountain is a golfer who is out of the swing of things. Chaz encounters him and tries to get him to join his v-ball team, but Guy is hesitant. Meanwhile, Guy's home life is a source of his funk, and it's hurting his golf game. As their friendship grows, Chaz helps him get out of his funk.
Gabby Plashett, or Puddle's girl, meets Guy later on in the pilot, and Guy falls in love with her instantly.
Earlier in the pilot, Gabby falls in a puddle, causing a PTSD episode involving her boyfriend's death by rain boots.
What?
Rain boots. We'll get to the rain boots later.
Gabby's roommate is Chloe Cairo, who is a wild conspiracy theorist, a drunk, and a Wiccan. Chloe has one true love, and that's her dog, Buddy. Chloe never picks up her dog's poop and is therefore responsible for Marty's breakup. She also falls in love with Xander and becomes his henchwoman. At the end of the season arc, she has to choose between Xander or her group of friends.
Next are Jeb and Joby Street. These twins are also roommates and best friends, but they argue over little things like taking out the trash. They are also responsible for all the characters meeting in the pilot by hosting a huge party, but they don't actually like people, and they often call security to kick everyone out whenever they throw a party.
The security guard, Roy Sargent, is an ex-cop turned drunk. He knows Jeb and Joby because they call him to force exit their guests. Then they pay him in booze. Sargent was fired from the force because he had a wild conspiracy theory about a rain boots killer.
Rain boots again?
Yes!
So all these characters interact after they are brought together at the party, at the end of the pilot. Meanwhile, Manfred fixes all of their minor problems. He takes out the trash, he puts a coat over the puddle Gabby fell in, and he joins Chaz's b-ball team.
And after the minor problems are dealt with, the characters become a group of friends over the course of the first season, and together they uncover the mystery of the rain boots killer who is still at large.
Dun, dun, dun.
Rain boots?
So, in our show, people have been dying from various incidents involving rain boots.
And just so happens that Xander Villain's family owns a rain boot company. However, the rest of his family is very nice, and they would never hurt anyone.
It's the Villain family! Working for his family's company, Xander designs rain boots prototypes that are prone to accidental deaths. That way, he can keep his secret urge for killing anonymous.
Manfred is a sole survivor of a tragic accident involving a rain boots shipping container. Xander recognizes him at the end of the pilot and plans to ensnare him in a twisted game of cat and mouse. Xander begins to leave clues for the gang that lead them all to the final act. Slippery stands for students losing individuals, people, persons, everyone to rain boots. You know?
No, I don't know.
Will you shut up, please? We're working!
Anyway, Slippery is a support group for people who have lost people to rain boots. Xander actually gets off on attending these meetings.
Alright, we're signing off.
So pick us. I mean, you'll probably see us eventually anyway. We'll keep working.
I mean, we like you guys.
Hannibal's awesome. Great show. Keep it up.
Jared Bentley.
Marty Holmes.
We are
Accidental
Genius.
Genius.
Again? How hard is it to sync up speech? Jesus!
Written and directed by Jared Bentley and Marty Holmes. Edited by Jared Bentley, off-camera voice, Nicole Bush.